let's put our best signings of this year, and we've got to put it down in, let's do Championship, Champ 1. Come on, it's off the cuff.
What will you do?
Well, I'm about to do one in Champ 1, then I'll say.
Yeah, you should say your own player.
So we'll do all 3 divisions, but please, fans at show, get it in. Mick will run it all, and let's get some real strong opinions, and we can go back to it, end it here, and have some fun with it. But I'll start with Super League. Mick, Joe, me, and we'll get Jimmy to do his. Super League this year, the signing of the year. What you saw, what you think's going to be an absolute bomb.
Over to you.
You can't.
I said to you when we were going to do this, I want to give it some
it's
thought.
unfair that we're going to do it now.
I'll give Wakey. I'm going to play fairly safe here. I'm going to give Wakey, if it does come off, because they've just announced him as captain, and I think if he is the captain and he does do what you're hoping, the top 8, I think he's, no offence to some of the other props from what we saw on Boxing Day, he's going to have to be the man, and he has shown he has been the man over from cast. It's got to be, if he does come off, Mike McMeekin will be my signing of the season captain.
Wow.
Straight into a new club captain. I think he can be the middle that they need, the high energy, high impact, I think.
I'll be honest, Craig, I am...
Mike McMeekin.
No, You put me on the spot here, and I'm trying to actually...
Well, I'll go next. I'll go next. And this is mine's a biased one, so I'm admitting bias. We've not mentioned him at all on show. I think he'll score 25 tries. And I think he'll have such an impact on a club who need him because they've struggled with electric pace. I think Lewis Murphy will be the best signing. I think Lewis will do things this year. If I think his physical attributes can stand up, which in Australia he got it and then he kept getting injured. If he's at it and he's full at it, I think he'll score 30 tries for Saints. I think they've missed pace and they haven't had anything searing pace at Saints. What Wigan had 2 lads who could have 10 on GPS, Jai and Bevan. Saints haven't had that type of electric pace since Grace, probably in my opinion. I think Lewis and the other winger, I don't know who the other winger is, I think he's
Kyle Felt.
I think they could be the difference for Saints being top 2, but I'm going to go for the Murph to score 25 to 30 tries for Saints.
Wow.
Outside Percival, I think he'll be a sensation.
Wow.
You still ain't got one. You championship one. That's all he does.
No, it isn't this the Championship and League One?
Well, think about the clubs you've got. The lad that leads the winger, Tasibo, everyone's raving about him. Do you think he's going to be...
I was actually going to blow a bit of smoke your way and go with Jake Truman at Wakefield.
Well, do it.
No, seriously, I was just saying in terms of...
It's funny, isn't it? You've got Rapira, we've got Ulkar, we've got brought one of the best props of all time. Hargreaves, who people will say, surely that's going to be best signing.
Catalans have signed Luke Keary, haven't they?
Luke Keary for Catalans, you've got...
Well, I think when we get round to the Super League preview, I think the Catalans one...
They've signed some right players.
Really, really good. But no, you know what? I know he watched it show, and it's not because he's a former Bradford man, but what a big year this is in Jake Truman's career.
Oh, God.
As someone pointed out to me, and don't take this as a criticism, Craig.
No, I get it.
Jake Truman still gets branded about as the next big thing. He's not in that category, that age range anymore.
100%.
If this move at Wakefield, God forbid, doesn't work, breaks down, where do you place Truman then in terms of his rugby league career? No, we'll do it serious, Craig. There's a lot of pressure on Jake, and hopefully, fingers crossed, he thrives and shows Wakefield, shows Darryl that he can be the player to lead.
Championship guys, you're both experts of the Championship. Bradford have made 20 signings. Featherstone have made 20 signings. York have made signings. Toulouse have made signings.
Are you going, Joe?
Champ, it's hard.
London have made signings.
Champ, it's hard. It's hard in Champ.
Well, I'll go first. I'll go first again. I'm biased.
My Championship one is going to be biased, but
mine's biased, without doubt. But I think I'll be right. I think Carlos at Featherstone will be the best centre in the division.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing Tuama Vava'i tomorrow against
I don't know if they're resting him, but I would say Carlos, when they dropped down, you look how much they'd lost. I didn't think Carlos was that far off last year. I think he was very unlucky not to get offered and he nearly got Saints. That's a bit of a scoop. He nearly got a few, went for him, and it just didn't quite happen. On a shooter like that, I think he's still got loads to offer, and I think he's going to be absolutely sensational for Featherstone. And my second, without doubt, will be Paul McShane at York. I think, God, if the Jet...
I'm trying to be unbiased. I've gone non-show.
Well, you can't ask for no more than Carlos McShane's got to be the most sensational signing for the Championship in the last 50 years. He's still one of the top 5 hookers in the country. Oh, no.
Well, mine... And I know people are going to say, here we go, it's a Bradford player. But, you know...
Here we go, it's a Bradford player.
In the 15 games he played for Bradford on loan last year, he was absolutely immense. He scored 9 tries, and he is everything that is about Bradford in terms of that dominance and making meters, and also a defensive machine, because you running into that or that coming up to tackle you, you are certainly feeling it, as Keithley found out when he played the first half the other week in that friendly. You know, I think it was 27 minutes before Keithley had to play the ball in the Bradford half. Such was the dominance. Franklin Pelly for mine. I think he is absolutely gonna set the Championship alight in 2025. And I look at Franklin from when I spoke to him, you know, he opened up a little bit about the troubles at Hull FC and how he felt a little bit victimised and how he fell out of love with rugby league.
What about Adam Milner and Wildy Oldham?
He's come...
Adam Milner.
Craig, when we do the Championship preview, listen, we'll go through each club and all the ins and outs.
I'm trying to be unbiased.
Yeah, I know, and
I like it though.
People will kill me for saying Pele, but I'm just saying, you know, he has had a lot of stick, a lot of criticism. You know, he's cleaned up his game. I know first game when he made his sort of on loan debut against Dewsbury, he had a sin bin and he got a suspension. And I know people were saying, "Oh my word, why Bradford invested a lot of money, a lot of budget in this player?" But yes, he is literally going to be tearing the Championship apart. You know, and I think it's good, you know, to have a player outside of that spine, because a lot of the players we're kind of talking about are those big key
I'll
name
go
players.
opposite. I'll give a Joey one then. If we're being biased, I'm going to give it.
I think Franklin Pelly.
Well, we don't look after Franklin.
I think Franklin.
No. See, but it's his team, innit?
It's not my team.
I'll be biased towards myself. I'll go. This is a bit of pressure. I don't know if he watches the show, but it's going to be someone who I think maybe stops a club getting demoted, because he's exactly what they needed.
Is that a word, demoted?
Demoted.
Demoted is a word, yes.
I think the timing of when things opened up for him was very unfortunate. A lot of the halfbacks got moved to different clubs, and when it did get open, I had phone calls from most clubs showing interest but couldn't quite get the figures right. It just didn't quite work at some of the top clubs. And this is a risky one. I might get a bit of thing. I'll see what your opinion is. But I love my man at Hunslet, Lockie Hannigan. The Aussie who was at Whitehaven, played extremely well at the end of the season. He's gone to Hunslet. Bradford had a bit of interest.
Yeah, that was true. Bradford did have a look at him. Yeah,
there was a lot. There was. Bev had a little thing. There was all them top
prior to signing Jared Samet, we were looking. Bradford were looking.
Clubs, all of them had a conversation.
They had a good look
about him. He's ended up at Hunslet, which on paper is going towards the bottom end of the division. If you watch them play if you watch them play Keithley in that promotion final, I thought the halfbacks did well, but how much can they step up? I think they needed that senior halfback who's played at a good level. He finished his. I think if he keeps them up, he'll be the signing of the season. If Hunslet stay up, him leading the show in the halves, I think that gets signing the season, Mick.
Wow.
Champ 1, guys. I'm going to make this simple. I think Jamie Shaw will be the most sensational player in Champ 1 for a long time. I think what I saw in just the bits I saw, I think he's going to score a lot of tries, full lengthers, half lengthers. But there's a player who, if he signs in the next 48 hours for a Champ 1 club, I think he's a different league to all of them. And he's,
I know who it is.
And I think he'd be very close to signing. And if we announce it, we can't announce it on here, certainly not. But
would I be thinking this is? I think I know.
I don't think you do. No, you're thinking wrong.
Well, don't say it. Don't. Whatever you
No.
But I think if
off the record, chat.
If something comes off,
no, it won't be who you think it is.
All right.
I think he's got it. Because he saw who rang me, and he's that quick.
Oh, really, man?
I know where. Yeah.
Fair enough.
So I think if that happened, that'd be the greatest signing for Champ 1 club since Luke Gale signed for Doncaster 50 years ago.
If this does happen, it is the season launch next Thursday, and I will be speaking to said person. So hopefully it does get done.
It would definitely be a run for the money for anybody.
Yeah, and I can't. Look, I won't name the player, I won't name the club, but this particular club, in my opinion, I think they're gonna really put the cat with the pigeons. And I know some of the current League One favourites, and there's I actually spoke to the coach of the club the other day, and he actually said pressure is a pleasure. And when we get round to the League One preview, we can talk more. But I know we're talking very cryptic here, but yeah.
Give us your signing of the season.
Signing of the season. Well, bearing in mind that we've not even had a ball kicked,
that's what we've done for the.
I personally want to. I'm gonna name two. One is a player who is already at the club, who I am really, really pleased, and I can't believe what I'm seeing. And the first one is Callum McClelland. He's got the captaincy at Midlands. I've watched a lot of what Midlands.
He was there last year, though.
I've just said that. I said it's a player that was already there.
Yeah.
No.
You can't have that.
I'm just giving a little bit of credence. I think what Callum's done and how he's
sensational.
And that is a story in its own right. But there was a player at Keighley who's come from Leeds who, in my opinion, when he come on in that second half.
Oh, Joey! Come on, Mick, I like it. It's the first time you've ever given me a chance.
No. Listen, his name is Mr. Aliou, and what I absolutely saw from him in that second half where he came on, absolutely, and I can't believe I've gone for actually two forwards, Pelly in the Championship, Aliou in League One, but if you are a fan of Keighley Cougars, get ready, because when you've got Brian Noble taking a step back and thinking, wow, that kid has something, when it's taking three or four of Bradford's established players to bring him down, if Keighley can keep him match fit and he can do more and more minutes, he is going to be an absolute.
Joe's going to change it and say him now.
No. I've got a funny story though with that, Mick, because it's not.
What I want to know is, based on what I've seen, I don't know how old he is, 18, 19. Is
19, 20.
I can't believe Leeds have released him, because he's a mountain, and the athleticism.
I think to be fair to Leeds, it's not that I don't think they could get him like a full-time deal. It would be in the reserves, and I think it was best for everyone. I think that was it. Wasn't anything with Leo though. The funny thing is, I don't think, and I'm not being fake, I don't think Keighley realised what type of player he was, because off the pitch, Mick, he's the most relaxed, nice, well-mannered, soft-spoken lad you'll ever speak to. There's not an inch of anything with him. When you speak to him, I think when you think of these tough, nasty, what you say, a tough running prop, you wouldn't put Leo's personality in there. So I was getting a few texts from people around, hey, what's his cracker? Do you think he'll do it, Chelsea? And I went, just wait. I said to my mate Steve, watch him, wait for him to explode, and then
his performance, has certainly got a lot of people talking, and rightly so. And I know he's one of your players, but he by head and shoulders was the best Keighley player out there on the field.
Yeah.
Joe,
I feel like I've got to.
He's now got to back it up on Sunday when it's Halifax against Keighley.
I think my signing. I don't like. I don't really.
You've got to throw. I think you've got to throw one of yours in. Halfback.
Yeah, but you've gone goals.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, I like it, but I think you've already gone. I guess we can double up. I think obviously Leo's a big one for me. I'm hoping he's the exact same situation where I think once you see him play, people be shocked how he ended up at League One. He's Makararman. You give Leo a shout. I'll give Makararman a shout. He's at Goal. Was at Hull FC. Obviously, you've seen a few of the Hull FC young calves get played. Well, Maka was in this group, and I think they've had to. I don't. It's just he didn't quite get the run and get the game to go show how good he was. I feel like it was right. Well, pick and choose which ones. Whoever gets it in is probably going to get shot. They had a lot of good halves. Maka sadly didn't hit in that first team run when they were playing some of them young players. I think once he plays the rest of the season in goal. He finished the season at Rochdale, helped them get to the semi-final of the playoffs when up and down Rochdale they had loads of injuries. Both Ridgeard and Lewis Elts were injured, so it was down to Maka, who played 4 games and he got them to the semi-final. I thought he did outstanding for a young lad who's never been out. He's now got the reins at goal. He's the starting half at goal alongside Reece Dean, and I feel like if he explodes, he'll be the exact same one. I'm waiting. Hopefully tomorrow night he goes and rips it up and has the exact same situation as Leo Mick, and I can stand there with 2 young players saying this is the way, and let's go.